Hello friends, this is PC Ren's Grammar, Chapter 19, Lecture 1, Paraphrasing and Summary. This is a topic of writing skills. As you have been doing paragraph writing, story writing and letter writing in your previous classes, from now onwards there are few more topics which have been added to your syllabus. And paraphrasing and summary is one of those new topics. Points to be covered in today's class: paraphrasing, its introduction and rules, explanation with the help of examples, then homework will be assigned, and at last discussion of previous homework will be done. The question is, what is paraphrasing? Question marks might be dancing over your head. Now I'll clear those question marks and I'll put you something about paraphrasing in your mind. Paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is presentation of essential information and ideas expressed by someone else in one's own words. It is usually done to simplify the original piece, means original piece of writing. You need to keep the following points in mind while paraphrasing or while converting the original text into paraphrase or into your own words. You need to keep the following points in your mind. Reread the original passage until you understand its full meaning. Means, first of all, you need to read the passage which is given to you in original. You need to understand the meaning of that, and if you don't understand the meaning of that paragraph in one go, you need to go with that paragraph again and again until and unless you understand the meaning. Then write it in your own words. The text you have understood after reading, just write that meaning, that paragraph, that passage in your own words. Now that text can be of poem, that text can be of paragraph also. So that can be in any form. Compare your paraphrase, means the text, that the converted text, with the original one to make sure that your version contains all the essential information in a new form. What does that mean? You need not to skip any of the original information which is given in the passage in original form. You need to gather all the information at one place but in a different language, in your own language. Use quotation marks in the paraphrase to identify any term or phrase borrowed exactly from the original one. The approach of 4 R's should be used while paraphrasing. This is a strategy of 4 R's that you can always use while paraphrasing from sentences or from paragraph to your own language, Number 1 is reword. Reword means replace words and phrases with synonyms, means with the similar words wherever you can. Rearrange. Rearrange words within sentences to make new sentences. You can even rearrange the ideas presented within a paragraph, means you can change the lines also, means you can rearrange the lines, the last line at first and first at last, if it is making a good sense, a better sense than the original form. Number 3 is realize. Realize that some words and phrases cannot be changed. For example, names, dates, titles, etc. cannot be replaced, but you can present them in a different manner in your paraphrase. Means the data which is given in the original form cannot be changed at all, but that can be written in different forms. For example, we write date like this. If we write 5th of May, we write 5th May 2020. We can write May 5th 2020. So that is all correct. We can change the format, we can change the way, but we cannot change the data which is given in original form in paragraph or in sentences. Then recheck. Your last step is to recheck. Make sure that your paraphrase conveys the same meaning as the original text. While changing the language, while converting the original form into your own words, make sure that you are not changing the original text. Means the meaning should be the same. You can change the way of writing, you can change the words, you can write the synonyms of words, but you cannot change the meaning of the original text. That should be there in the paraphrased words also. Please note that paraphrase material should keep its original meaning and length, but you can use it to pick out a single point from a longer discussion. If you think that a single point is very fruitful that can be given to your paraphrase material, then you can pick that. But keep one thing in your mind, that you should not lose the importance of the original paragraph, original passage, by losing its meaning. So you should keep its original meaning and length as well while paraphrasing the original passage. Paraphrase it. P is for put the text in your own words. A is to avoid copying the text. R is to rearrange similar text. A is for ask yourself if you included all the points that are important. Let's paraphrase sentences. The original one is, giraffes like acacia leaves and hay, and they can consume 75 pounds of food a day. Now, its paraphrased sentence is, a giraffe can eat up to 75 pounds of acacia leaves and hay daily. So here we have changed the words, but we have not lost the importance of data which was given in the sentence. That was 75 pounds, acacia leaves and hay. That was the fact that we have molded into our own way. Original. Any trip to Italy should include a visit to Tuscany to sample the region's exquisite wines. Now its paraphrased sentence, be sure to make time for a Tuscan wine tasting experience when visiting Italy. So the data here in the original form is the same as given in the paraphrased form. The paraphrased form has not lost the importance of the data which is given in the original form. So make sure when you are paraphrasing, the data should be the same and the length of the original sentence or the paragraph or the passage should remain same, giving the same message or the same meaning. Let's paraphrase a small paragraph. Original text. At just 8.5 square miles, the Pacific island country Nauru as one of the smallest countries in the world. The island was once rich in phosphate, but most of the resources have been mined, leaving damage to the environment behind. Nauru has a population of about 10,000 people. Now, its paraphrased form. Nauru is a Pacific island country that is only 8.5 square miles in area. It is one of the smallest countries on the planet and only about 10,000 people live there. Nauru has mined its own plentiful supply of phosphate. This has damaged the environment on the island. Now I'm giving you the original text and the paraphrase text of the same passage that we have done before on the same page. Now this is the original text that you have read and this is the paraphrased text. You can see the lines I have changed, that the first line is at second place and the last line is at third place. You can change the serial number or you can change the lines. From first you can change it to last and last to first or the middle, but it should give some sense. It should not be senseless. The same is here done by me. Now your homework is to paraphrase the following. Today I am giving you only sentences to paraphrase. Number 1. Symptoms of influenza include fever and nasal congestion. Number 2. The student requested that the professor excuses her absence, but the professor refused. Number 3. There will be a music concert next to Vienna coffee shop. Would you like to go? International Center is hosting English conversation classes. They help non-native speakers of English practice their English speaking skills. So this is your homework that is to be done in rough notebook. Please make sure that you do your homework regularly. Now, homework solution that I assigned you in previous class. Number 1. How did the Rishi explain the different ways in which the birds behaved? The Rishi explained that one is known by the company one keeps. Our company decides our behavior. The two birds behaved according to the environment in which they lived. Here, the Rishi meant that the bird who lived near Rober's cave, he behaved like robbers only. And the other one who lived near Rishi's ashram, his behavior was like Rishi's, because he was welcoming the king and asking the king to make himself comfortable. He was finding himself to be very lucky who can do the hospitality of the king. So the other one was behaving like rishis and the first one was behaving like robbers. So here the company affected those two birds. Question number 6. Which line from the lesson sums up the story the best? Its answer: one is known by the company one keeps. Now, from this lesson, you might have learned that how to choose your friends. This is in our hands to choose our friends. Nobody can force us to choose our friends. So, if you are a very good person, you want to be a good person, you will choose good company with you.